Hello, all. Today we are going to be talking about what voting no on Amendment 3 means. Basically, at the root of voting no for Amendment 3, it means protecting life. Right now in Missouri, there is a full abortion ban. There is no rape or incest clause. Some would consider not having a rape or incest clause in there going too far. Okay. Now, I would make the argument that yes, having a rape occur, having incest occur, those are terrible, terrible things. And to have a pregnancy come out of that is definitely not ideal. And not to say that that is not difficult. To also say that because of the way that you were conceived makes your existence less than, makes you expendable. I don't think that that is right either. Of course, they can say, well, the baby doesn't know any better. The baby hasn't lived a life. The mom is living a life and those sorts of things. Now you're turning it into a judgment call of who is worthy of life and whose life is worth more. I do not think that there should ever be a place or to say that one person's life is more valuable than another one. I think that that's the type of reasoning that leads people to do all kinds of terrible things to other people. You might remember if you were there, I had done a presentation before going to the Holocaust Museum talking about genocides and definitions and current day happenings, past events. And things like the Holocaust happened because there were people who said that your life is not as valuable as mine. That's also why, if we use a modern context, in some of the European countries, there's an abortion rate of 90% or higher of people with Down syndrome. Right now in the US, it's an 80% rate. So, in other words, there's genetic testing happening while the baby's still in utero. The test comes back that the baby is positive for Down syndrome. And therefore, because you have Down syndrome, your life is worth less. That would be something that I personally consider a terrible tragedy, just because people aren't normal or living the life that we think a full life should be, right, in our minds. What a good life looks like or means. That's not up for us to decide. Life is what God intended, as you would hear from my first video. So I encourage you to check that one out if you haven't already. Thank you guys for listening and taking the time. Bye.